Hey, what did you say covered by for the news? Like, I think we just did one. Was what? When the right and protect. Right now, even if it's like something. You. What was the right? When my.
The one in Jack, it was seven. Well, yeah.
It's like.
I started to assign it.
Yeah.
You think first.
Why? Yeah.
Don't say.
You have to keep your title.
I guess you're right.
Yeah, it's a good example.
Download up to the representation of it.
So when you use this one, if, let's see your product from the gold weight. You don't write that off right now. We have this aggravated.
What was the question?
Do we have this aggravated? Like,
It's,
if you,
yeah,
look at the same way.
same, but then all that stuff. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, let's fire.
They go.
Yeah. I'm working with this, just is this, we're putting together this ocean. But I was talking for yesterday. And. Like, hey, there's anybody in line. Yeah, services. I learned, you know, these. Maybe, don't realize. It's pretty cool the way it's set up. Like, if you're interested in all that thing. But that's a caution money. I think. I'm interested.
Long spots. But, yeah, probably, I saw your things up.
See how it goes. All this, I can do is put it up.
Do you have overpass?
I guess it's she wrote school house.
Where is that?
Yeah, probably should do some. Open houses, I think, yeah, about, yeah. I think so. He's giving me a lot of insight on certain things. I think it's visual.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Oh, I went for that class, like, what's the name? Christine.
Yeah, I know.
It's got all stuff like.
Yeah.
It's like, it's amazing, but we should be. Don't want to send to. I switch. I can see. Let me make some money.
It's, there's the industry.
Good, how are you?
Oh, good, are you? Good, thank you. So we're gonna do the next on the ridge.
Yeah, that's it. That's a lot of numbers all ready to go. Why?
Very good.
And real estate equipment's going up, so I figured you'd be the man.
Or the actors.
And miles.
But hey, that when your mail is, it's pretty cool.
Where's she up?
Nobody, there's a circle.
Oh, okay. Okay. One of the year-end ones, we're on the sales.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really hard to compete there.
I guess one of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, those are all the sales and stuff going back a year.
Yeah.
And it's not saying that I told them, it's just, if you look at this, it says, going back a year, it's not. Yeah, she said, this is prevention, I understand, but if it's not treated, the people didn't do it.
Yeah.
No, don't correct it. But that's one of the things that when I do farming, usually what I do is, so once a month I get postcard project, right? And then I get that we're on Monday. And I send out Thanksgiving Day card. Hey, they're really good. So you go.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Make life a little bit easier. Oh, thanks. Well, yeah, no, that good perception on that is. And here's the thing, you should sign out next day, and I never sent anything to that subdivision. Right? Never once. So I'm gonna chief for farms, and I realized that these drawing of peaks that I've used. So what I ended up doing was I sent out to a lot of farms, so never. So far, I've got two listed ones from them. One of them is $650,000 house. They're gonna buy up to 1.2. To figure it down something. And then another rich appointment, that I just put on yesterday. And I'm gonna be putting it in about 3 weeks. And it'll probably be less than much. So jumped off the bill that one postcard that's out of the letter.
Yeah.
Where we could. You're doing 5.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I see, right now, parties are getting more expensive. Everything.
Looks like it's not acceptable.
Yeah, well, yes, no, I've got to figure out ways to drop costs and things to make it look a little bit more professional, but, it's, a lot of people are growing now.
Said, I used to get a lot of farming in my neighborhood and I'm still the average standing.
You don't, yeah, you're not yet, so, which is good. Anyway, thanks for, now. So, I wasn't sure, Abby originally asked me to teach a class on, listing presentation. Right, somebody else is so kind of, sorry. It's my wife. She doesn't, so. So, yeah, so, and then I got the Jim DiMora's class about making the seller sign every time, or what, I don't know what the name of it is. Okay, so it's very, yeah, what I teach, different ones that ignite and different things like that, they your channel, not like, like this, because the good thing about Campbell Riggs is the instructors, there are people that are selling now, active. Okay, when I was with Old Bankers, it's 20+ years ago, we had instructors that didn't sell those things. So, they take my advice, I'm not using it, that type of mentality, and it didn't translate. Matter of fact, my instructor that I went through the class, who told me what to do, how to do it, at the end of the class, in the 10-week class, she decided to get back into it. She had been selling forever. And she's sitting in the bullpen right across from me going, what are you doing? Like, what? You told me to do it. It was very strange. Very strange. But anyway, so once again, the good thing is, I'm actively selling, obviously. I go on a lot of appointments. As I go on appointments, I always have them kind of skipping around here. But, I'm going to expect, I mean, in real estate, you've got lead generating follow-up and then going on the appointments and, you know, we'll have, you know, that. But every time I go on an appointment, I walk off there and say to myself, if I signed it, even though it's perfect, how did you guys that? Why did that appointment go so good? So that I know how to duplicate it. If I don't get it, you know, I'm very transparent with the solid story. I've got thick skin. What could I have done to? You know, and just for my own personal growth, you know, be very polite, and I'll tell you. You know, what's I gotta say? I think if you do everything possible, and I'm gonna go over what I do, if you do everything possible, at the end of it, sometimes you should look at a point. Because we're all gonna show up. You know, you're gonna have a CMA, you're gonna have a market plan, we're putting yard, front yard, you know. If you guys are both extremely prepared, 3 or 4, then what tips and skills? What? Yeah, exactly. So how do you go more? That's kind of the thing. Once again, so that's what I have in here too. So I go report fire and not, it's not, it's simple. And the last thing I'm going to say is, after the fire, if I don't get it, I'll call them about the next day. This is Jim DiMora, we're going to figure out yesterday, we went over a lot of stuff. Do you have any questions? You do, answer. You don't, have you made your decision yet? I'm saying right now, I would say 9 out of 10 times, they just say, I'll be going to people hate to say no. It's like us in our business. Yeah, let's say you have an appraisal problem. If you find out there's an appraisal problem, your first phone call is, everybody's looking at it. Right? News. Well, Jesus, close the lunch. I'm gonna go have lunch first. Then when I come back, you know, you're gonna come along. You don't want to give that in. Good news, great. It appraised, you know, we oversold it, it appraised. You're gonna pick up that phone and, hey, this is the seller, that great news. That's an easy phone call. So it's put them in a corner. This is part of when I teach a class, this is what I try and do is put the person in a corner. We want them to sign papers. So we want to give them enough information to keep politely that how to use words like soft and close, put them in the corner to find out why are we signing papers. Because once you figure out the problem, then you can address the problem. Okay? So California, we have teachers, yada, that are actively selling. One of the interesting things I was watching the show the other day, and there are people going on a job interview, they're going in this kind of really grilling them and not thinking about stuff. I've been stuck on those things for 24 years. So I was thinking to myself, man, the normal job, you gotta go interview. And I said, think to myself, you know what? I'm interviewing for the job. But why did that look so stressful? Because what I've done is I put together a system of what I do from when I meet the prospect, to actually going through the appointment. And it really takes all the stress. Okay. In this business, you've got lead generating and obviously going on the appointments. I fall back. Your job is just to lead generate. Okay. So the more appointments you go on, the better you're going to get. The more, even if you're hitting 20%, if you want to have 100 appointments, you're going to get 20 listings. Okay, then you're going to get better and better. So that 20 might be 30, 40. Okay, and when you have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 properties that are pending, and you go on an appointment, you know, my coach called the commission like you're desperate to get a sale, and you're not truly. It's a lumper point. It really is. It really is. So, you know, we use words like value. I mean, I think that is the best way to overcome any objective is to show them as much value as possible. Okay. And once again, as I told you, I'm still learning every day. I mean, every time I go on appointment, I figure out how can I do that better. Did she that work fantastic? How do I duplicate that? How do I incorporate that? And it goes throughout lead generating, getting ready for the appointments, after the appointment follow up, you know, send them a nice letter, follow up, call them to make sure, you know, if you have any questions, you know, did you make a decision? And force them into the corner for a decision. Okay? And it might be as simple as, you know, Jim, we interviewed a bunch of people and this other guy said that it's going to be an open house and we love everything you said, but we really love open houses. Guess what? Now I put them in order. Jesus, if I do an open house for you, that's a problem. Now they're resolved. Now we shut up. That's the real problem. Yes, we will say probably that was a problem. If not, then what's the next? Why aren't they getting this? Okay. Well, I'm actually saying that we're gonna rip that.
That's a professional right there.
Yeah, I had an interesting thing last night. I was having a hard time with my son's saying, and then I find out very thirsty, and I find out I was fighting at about 4 o'clock in the morning. I said, I'm gonna get a glass of water. And I get to the base of the steps and put the garden in my cat flew off right at the base. Yeah, pretty much. We're over the neighbors. Anyway, when it comes in, okay, the county, so, yeah. And you don't have to use that, you can use whatever you. Oh, there, oh, thank you. Actually, you know what? I just want to be able. You did before, but.
You're always helpful.
So when I it comes in, now we have these things in my briefcase, I have every phone that I have, I have in the car. Somebody called me and the second I saw them in the house, I'm pulling it over and throwing it out, okay? And not only that, but you know, I don't care if you've been in business 25 years, you've been in business for a week. When you say, okay, give me 5 minutes, I can take down some information. It's gonna sound like you do this all the time, okay? And you just go through it, and the reason for this is a couple things. Obviously, it's gonna allow me to do a CMA. I don't think that's what was happening. Do the second change. It's gonna allow me to sit down and do a very thorough market analysis, and as you go through it, you know, I it's questions, and it's just conversation, but really what I'm doing, I'm already extracting information for the listing appointments. And what my goal is, by the time I get through this thing, I'm looking for the motivation, looking for the timeline, I see the motivation. And then, you know, what do they think of it? Okay, and then, if I'm going up against other agents, okay, so I'm pretty much filling this out, and, you know, it is real basic. You know, square footage, number of bedrooms, updates, age of, things, and then now let's continue, is there anything you've done to the property, that you feel would add value, okay? So then maybe I'll put the husband would chime in and go, well, this, you know, I did myself, I put in front of, I did chair molding, I did some special bookshelf, whatever it is. Yeah, I'm making my notes, okay? And when I get to the house, I kind of go back and that, but so once again, that's filling this out, their motivation. So where would you go if you sold? Well, we bought new construction, we're closing on it next month. These people need to have their housing, you know, okay? We don't know where we're going, you know, we're looking at buying a place in Florida. And I thought this just happened to me, this was, 3 weeks ago. I got a client up here, they don't know where they're going. I put them in touch with the real estate agent in South Carolina. And guess what? They just bought a $550,000 house that I'm making 30%. But more importantly, now they have to sell. That's the problem we've had in this market. And that's something that I've been trying to go after people that have somewhere to go. You know, how do I do that? Well, I've registered in assisted living places, there's a lot of them, they'll go there and they have somewhere to go. Or maybe somebody's got another house or, you know, something that where they can't sell. Because I've got probably 10 listings that I could put up today if I could find somebody for. Yeah, it's good. So, I'm sorry?
You mentioned something about, the agency down there. Do you have to look with their house of work or what they did for it?
Yeah, so I naturally do that, okay? So once again, then I'm about to get it out in 2 seconds here.
Well, the question I was gonna have to one that is, I've asked it many times, so I think I go back, and I don't know, that's what you're.
That's right. I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
I hear that a lot.
Because I don't think that they're willing to share, because they think like, oh, if I say 500 and he's at 550, he's gonna come up with 500. Or, yeah, someone had a think, but you're the take on
It is,
it.
so one of a lot of appointments, and I haven't ever seen one of them, and I would say probably 20-25% of them tell me, okay? And now thinking back to it, because one of the objective handlers is, they'll tell me, yeah, I think my house is worth 575. And my follow-up to that would be, and then I'm gonna hear Zillow, I'm gonna hear Realtor.com, I'm gonna hear my neighbor's house up the street sold for 525, and I just in my master bedroom, so it's gotta be worth 575. Okay, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm just trying to prepare myself for the point. So if he says 575 and all the numbers are saying 500, I'm gonna run a search actives at 575. These are competition. Pending at 575. This is what we're contract with 575. Yeah, they all have walkout basements, more square footage backing up the woods. Okay, and then what's selling at 575. If you put it in front of them, then all of a sudden, it's not to say your house is with that. It's like, here, yours is 2,000 square feet, this one's 3,000 square feet. They have a finished walkout. You don't even have a deal. It's unfinished. Okay, but I think at the end of it, there's a small percentage of people that will. Most of the time, you're here, that's why I'm calling. Okay, so, but I still throw it out there because they will ask, and sometimes they will say, and just, it's not like, where you go, it's not a busy contest, it's just. Hey,
No, but they don't know, do you just let it go, or do you?
Well, that's where it's coming out, right? That's mostly the time what happens. But sometimes tell you they've been on so. I can buy my house, they've got it sold at 1.6, I've actually got it. I've got it at 1.6, and I've got it at 675, so it's like, the numbers are just, no, a lot of things. Right, so Jim, sorry, this point, if they're open to you to tell me the price, what they think of, they're open to other agents, they're for review. Well, don't just say again, that's where you have to go, wait, oh, okay, yes, yeah, I don't mean the price now. Oh, right. Like when they tell you what they think of, they told another agent what they think of too. So what if your number is more realistic, but still the other agents, you wanna do what they want and he. Yeah, that would also, so I get what you're saying, I get what you're saying. And it's as simple as, once again, if you do a thorough market analysis, the numbers are across. And if all the numbers are point 500, and they say, well, another agent says 575, I would look at the numbers and go, that's 575, you have to look at this sample also, and I'm trying to buy this. Right. And then if you can show, and it might be, look, maybe some people are listed at 490 and they sold 510. Okay. So we go up high. In this market, people want, they understand the price. Sparks are probably, they're gonna get into a trading part and they're gonna go above that. You're already way above it. Okay, for what the market is. So, and sometimes if you have a market analysis, you might have some, that's why histories of one of the properties. So you might have somebody that did that. And they're on the market in 3 months, you see it lower, and then it doesn't sell. It sells, but it sells for a lot less than the list price, because guess what? This is clear. They got one off, so guess what? They're gonna have an inspection. And they're gonna nick it, because there's no leverage in the drop. Okay, then they're gonna have an appraisal. Or risk. Then why would they just price? Price appropriately, right? What we want is to price appropriately, and if it's worth 550, 575, the market will tell us that by an offer, when we multi offers, and all of that risk is on the table. You're going to get the inspection dress, you're gonna get the appraisal dress, you're gonna get the reductions. It's gonna net you more money. And if you can show them that here's the list price, here's the sell price, you go to the ones that are priced appropriately, and you can see them go up. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you this too, I'm extremely transparent, I don't want to avoid this. There will be questions like that, and there will be people that think the house worth 600,000, and sometimes you just gotta say next. You gotta say next. That's where the lead generation comes in. Because if you've got that property, you've got a headache. You've got a headache that doesn't. Okay. You know, what you know, this is all, look, here's the reality. This is something for your boss. This is where I would list it. Here's what the market's doing. If you want to start up there, I have no problem of getting to read this price. And I'm gonna market the hell out of it. And I'm gonna get the feedback. My suggestion would be to adjust this accordingly. What you're doing is you're kind of shooting yourself. You should be able to show comparables with it on. Okay, so. And part of this will tie into what I do prior. And then, so once again, going through the sheet, motivation, we talked about, timeline, we talked about, what do you think? They're also going to talk about if I'm going up against other agents, okay? Now, I am not one, I'm not one to ask if I'm going up against other agents. My mindset is I'm going up against other agents, that's not getting prepared. Okay? I do know agents, they do ask, because whatever you want to do, it's up to you. My biggest fear, is I ask them, am I going up against other agents? They ask me, sure. So I've opened up a can of worms. So forget about, sometimes I'll tell you too, I'm going up against other agents, you're going against it. And I don't have a problem with that either. So
Do you have a theory or if you are going to find something, you want to be the first, last?
yes,
Something like that?
yes, I'll be above. So now let me answer it this way. So one of the ways that I ask, am I going up against something else without asking, is so I've followed up their motivation, so they need to sell. Okay. From the questions I had before. So the last question. So I'm coming out Saturday. So are you be ready for photos? We have actually key for a lot of this. What day are we shooting to have your house on art? Should I bring, I get these questions before work. Should I get the paperwork ready? Should I bring the paperwork? Whoa, we're interviewing other people. You don't have it already. I'm not giving you a cue. I just want to be prepared for your situation. So they told that I'm going, yes, I don't care if they told me that. I'm getting prepared to say exactly this stuff. Because if the end of it, it's going to help you get price right, it's going to help you, everything that I do on my listing plan is going to justify the commission, the price, line the contract, all of that. Okay. If I am going up against other agents, usually what I say, I don't want to go with the agents. I do not want, because it's an agent I know and I like. And I'm going to go under the agents, step on that. I don't want to let off the gas. I just, it's part of 90%, you know, tell me who it is. But what companies think? Most of the times. 99% of the time, I think only once I've gone to this radio station. And I went south there, I said, let's do the CMA together, let's have it. And we even talked about, you told us, yeah, okay. But 99.9% of the time, it's gonna be, we're gonna be on the total migration, that'd be nice to be America, or be whatever it is. Great, perfect. When I do my CMA, my marketing plan, honestly, I'm going up ways. Very beginning. I'm going against two other agents, some of them. I'm gonna slow down if I'm first. Okay, if I'm first, slow down that listing presentation. Okay, I'm gonna talk about KW cares, I will give back to the community. I'm gonna talk about KW profit sharing, how the agents are putting it to someone else listening. But I'm gonna go on and on and on about Keller Williams. I'm gonna slow that one down to 3 hours. Okay? There's not a lot of listings. I'm gonna do whatever, I'm gonna be patient, but I'm gonna go 4 appointments today, I'm gonna get under and have out. No, I'm canning out, someone said we got sleep on, I said, boy, am I sleeping?
Yeah.
But once again, after our appointment, you talk about Kelly Williams, I go in great detail what I do. And then we can see. And then I look at the, I say, no, do you feel comfortable with the marketing? Two, great, perfect, you know. What did I miss? Well, you can talk about your open houses every other weekend. If I do an open house, then we can wait, this would be done. Same with price, we talk about price, okay, well, I will open high, okay, well, and then open up that category and address it. Okay? And just look at it, but do you really want to go through this? Do you want to? Usually the wife goes, oh, listen. So it's once again, it's a very soft close, but once again, I just slow it down. So, so being first, second, third, it really doesn't matter. I used to go say, most of these, I guess, I think it's 5 or 6 inches. Last summer, I went up against 17. Oh, at one time. One. Wow. So this is what they did. They, questionnaire, they got us down to 12.
Why is it only going to them the first?
Sorry,
Why did they have 17 people on the first?
no, they showed 17.
Oh,
They showed 17. And then they zoomed 12, a zoom call, okay? And then 3 of us in person. 3 of us in person, and I got it was seriously.
what was the presentation?
It was a proof, and I'm gonna say, I'm walking the property, and he's with his wife, and he's saying, you know, the reason I like Jim was, and I figured what the hell said, let's see. I mean, it was just. But usually you're not looking at. I want to be a. Right. Same conversation, just same happening. So how could I do this? How things great avenue for me to really tug on the heartstrings. At the end of the day, you know, we carry it in here to be, I mean, it just works out really good.
So to piggyback on that, though, because if you're not, so if you don't know 100% if there is gonna be another agent, I mean, I was always told you want to be the first one, because.
I want to be awesome, because if the first one didn't get it, that's my fault.
Well, yeah, it's gonna go to you, but if the first one did exactly what you just did, and Pro Ones didn't say you don't want to do this anymore, they signed with them, right? So the goal, so my question was, is like, you shorten up your time frame from the time you talk to them, to the time when you get the appointment? You try to do the appointment like, you know, like in 2 or 3 days, or, you know, if they say, hey, let's do it next week, Friday. Well, speaking, that's like, you know, 8 days from now, I'd rather do it on Monday. Or it doesn't matter.
I guess the problem is, first one, I do what I told you. Okay, or I do this. This allows me to, for the value line. I fine tune when I get there. But sometimes I get out there, all of a sudden, I'm not part of it. And then what I will have done is, as I'm walking, I'm making my notes, and sometimes when I go through my marketing, and just concentrate on that. And then I'll tell them, look, what's your other appointment tomorrow at 6? Okay, or tomorrow it's great. Okay, great, well, just like a pricer. And be extremely accurate, that's the most important part is the number. Okay, I walk them up, I get all my notes. I started the market, I'll still show it, so you can show the horse. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to my office, and I'm sharpening my pencil, I'm gonna be very specific. I'm gonna really just stay hard, so do me a favor, how about tomorrow at 6, I come back out. We'll talk, and I'm a lot of effort, so please don't say. I come back to that agent is done. Okay, now what's first, on the second agent, and the agent says that, they don't understand, or they have to go back and do this, or I can do it, I can explain it, or I can do it one step. Whatever side of it, grass your eyes, and you gotta paint it, and people have different personalities, so once you get more appointments you go on, the more you deal with people. I mean, it's crazy, the sounds people do the same stuff over and over. But yeah, interviewing the agents, other agents, I have no problem with it. Percent I can go do that in each and every one. Okay. So for instance here, here's an example. So on this one, I just listed a comment on the bill, actually, where I $7 off. I got this. But I went in and I went in and showed all the value, did everything, and then association came in and pounded me. Okay. And he went sideways. He had his father passed away in the condo, and he had to so the decision, other decision makers. I did ask him, he was one that's able to sign, but he didn't tell me that, he's got a sibling that wasn't gonna be there, that he's gonna have to care. All the other agent came in and said he would reduce his. Which scared me. But I said, that scares me. And I said, you're hiring a real estate agent on social market. Now, you probably get it out as much as possible without stealing paperwork, but truly, you're hiring someone to negotiate. Obviously, this agent can prove he can negotiate themselves. And they got to rely, and he goes to rely. So I'm going to get him 6%. So it's not all, let's get it down. And once again, when I followed up, he said, Chip, I love the fact you're going to bring out the drone. I love the fact you market it. You didn't talk about any of that. And I went through everything that I'm going to do. Agents didn't really talk so much about it. And I think this is where agents are having problems that I'm going to have to get. Because once again, if they get to the point, why should you go back? You can broke their family, you told us everything you're going to do. Because sometimes, they, on one of this, they say they're going to be an appraiser. Like, oh, it's not fun. So I talked about it. I would have, well, next time I see the appraiser, have their name with them, appraiser. And if I click on appraiser, there's just one. It just shows that I need all the appraisers. It's just value. So you have two people, even for identical, this guy's gonna reduce the risk in a cash transaction. But again, I had listening to that one. But this guy's a little bit better, and he's a little bit different. So once again, so fill this out, try and figure out, cut as much information from them, try and get all the value that they can put into the property. If you have somebody about their home, really like about their home, they're gonna tell you, they're gonna be very, very proud. I think all the notes. So I'm doing that power walk. Oh man, this is like great fun. I just what am I talking? I just saying. I repeat it all. I walked into that room and I said, geez, this crowd, that is a good word. I mean, their people just keep big. Building report. Okay. Speaking of building report, so as soon as I get off, I was at a whole record, I told history on the property. But I've got a social media. What's the toy? Is that the word? Where just where can I have not too long ago where they were up big boy skiing for the whole family. I looked there, we just got back to since so it was 16 degrees and they were made crazy. Yeah, yes. There was no rain. What's like on the equipment, you know, you get to one of the, what they like, and you what's start happening to that, and then all of a sudden your friends. You know, it's just, it builds rapport very good.
It's actually just about, those the photos they come on the wall. You're learning interest in walking through, pick up on that.
100%, yeah, and by volume, you'll know, you might have people friends, you might have, you know, restaurant to be honest, with you, there's a lot of things that, you know, you don't wanna go there and hog on your page. So, you know, so, you know, just something that helped build. But, you know, when I first started, I was thinking, I needed pictures, so trying to find stuff we talk about. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So. So, yes, I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, we have what's going to be generating going on. It's the same thing. It gets. I used to be it, but I think where I keep wanting to get better, that's what I like. That's what I'm going to do. Let's try to do. Let's try to figure that out. I don't want to take it this way, but let's try it different way. And see the responses. I mean, it's just something to keep it. You know, but, you know, if you go back to where carrying listings, and I mean carrying listings, we would have 60 to 70 listings. Myself, I will carry 60 to 70 listings. And I mean, carry, average time to market is on stack now. Okay. So, I mean, we're talking to a lot of, I mean, you're calling up in the store, you're not like, this is the meetup, this was. I mean, you're really carrying stuff. So to do all this, now it's just, I would say it's easier, but I mean, yeah. And that's where I think a lot of people have been short is anybody in this room, I think you got a list yesterday, if you got a well-priced listing, you put it up, you're gonna be going to the bank probably 3 weeks. And the appraisal is gonna be, inspection is gonna be, and I think a lot of people are going on appointments, so they're just not. I think we have to show a lot more value in planning and point out possible pitfalls of overpricing, what could potentially happen. Where you're gonna sit there and in this market, Mr. Seller, houses are selling an average of 7 days, houses like yours. But think about it, if you're a buyer and you go into your, you know, we put them high, we don't get, we lower it, you're on the market a month. And the buyer comes in, and says, I love it, how long has it been on the market? What's wrong with it?
And it was wrong.
Yeah. And now they're doing it very, very differently. They do it upper letting lower because they something's wrong with it. You know, and now they're gonna have an inspection, and guess what? You have no leverage. Now, I'd love to say, you got either wrong, so you got this, you got honest, goodbye. Send me over, please don't send me over and then. Yeah, I mean, it's leverage. Same with the appraisal, the occupancy. You know, the occupancy, if you get 203, that's depending on the house, you're gonna get another $5, $10, $15,000, depending on the business. You know, with less risk. So, so I'm gonna hear, if showing up time for battle, let's are honest. And I think it's very, very, this is things that I do that's just very religious. When I get to the house, I do stuff that's, I don't consider myself. I'm going to go out and I'm going to read stuff. Okay, so it's a lot of it's just. All right, so, when I asked to walk the property, I'm always calling it Robert. You call it a home. And that's where the kids grew up. That's where they had Christmas, Easter, and again, it's a whole, all of a sudden the values going on. Okay, property. In the old days. Say that. Yeah. Was it?
The other one was a house.
I say property. But do you remember when we used to get offers, we had them coming into office. We might get them on the kitchen where they had breakfast for the last 20 years, where, their kids were, it's very interesting. It's just, well, once again, it's a habit that I have. It's a habit. Preparing, so when I just sit down with them, I always, the first time I pretty much do power walk and walk through the property, get to the office, talk about the ground molding, everything that they talked about. Sometimes too, I would go, the age of the roof is 3 years old, and they told me that. Okay, so I'm just repeating back to them what they told me, so they know I've been listening. Okay, so do the power walk with them, then I usually, sometimes it's supposed to finish. Or design stuff. We want the kitchen table, so I guess things. I have an iPad that I'm machines. And specific the kitchen table, I always go by market. I don't care if it's fine, I don't care if they're not moving for when I'm gonna go to the market plan, period. Because once again, that's important. Okay. I lost one, this was 2 weeks ago. I did the power line, did everything, ready for ready for he actually called me when I was up the point, and I answered on sleep. And I saw that he goes, where do you want me to find your next week? Perfect. Transparency, it's where I'm at. So we're, so I did full market analysis, a little bit of marketing, which on me started, probably things work. I did well, first off, I'm show you what I did. I need to get there's some good distance and subdivision I set a record. And actually the house that I listed, they only did 17 people to say so. And I was told that. That's the point, there's your sense. So hopefully he's making those self-employed. That guy did all the hard work. I bought the best one. I was hoping he's going to fall asleep. But it was to the market, I didn't market. Okay, and I really expect it must have been a reason. And then I tried to solve the close of to swap the number because his agents, which ends up being relative. But I followed up I followed up with them. I said, "This is why I went over a lot of this. I can answer it." And I said, "I'm gonna pay you real thorough." And I said, "You made your mind up." Okay, we're gonna go with other agent. And I said, "Oh, is there something that I can do?" And he goes, "Oh, no, this is my wife. She feels we feel very, very comfortable person. They've sold a lot of home source pass." I said, "Hey, you feel comfortable?" I said, "Oh, yeah." So, my question about the question. Well, I mean, and I can tell. So I bent the opportunity. And I said, "Look, somebody's about you got my number, and I have a flyer that I will be showing." And this your house is what it is. But here's the thing, in the market, sometimes you get somebody that's going to take you for 6 months. And they're going to sit on it, and then it's going to expire. I want to be that agent's knowledge. In a normal market, I didn't sell, but in a normal market, I must say, "Geez, okay, 3 months, okay, it's going to sell, I'm sure. Beautiful house, where it's left. But it doesn't sell. I buy it, say 2 months, 2 weeks. I think that we're like that. I have permission now to call back. And guess what? That's 2 weeks before it gets expired and it was.
So you can ask them permission before it expires.
Yeah. Yeah. It's legal. We're like members. Yeah. Yeah. And the first thing I remind them, hey, I'm going to get knowledge and I told you I was punishing that loss. Yeah, I want it. Like that, guess what? That is just an SOB for so long that number. We're not. That's what I mean. When it switches back, all my contracts, I do 6 months. All of them 6 months. That's a habit that I don't know how to this is something. I don't know if I should say it's gonna happen. It's not.
So I review, so if I want to go with that 6 months, they have to do 3 months, 4 months.
I would have said, we do it for a month, I'm sorry, I said, you know, you never, when somebody throws something out. You never was, yes, you said, oh, can you give a few weeks? Well, then you'll hear my brother, such a lot of seller's disclosure, I'm calling it, yeah, that's a unique situation. And I go, I'll call it.
Or nobody.
Yeah. So you go out and talk and you just, raise your hand. Well, you. Exactly. Right.
What would you put in before?
Was that
Would you do before
4 months?
months?
Yeah, in this market, yeah.
That's what they say, so just let nobody hurt me. Target.
Yeah, you know, generally too, if you're going to box out to 6 months. Okay, look, this is, this is a contract, a day-to-day contract. Because here's the thing, I'm going to be marketing a happiness, they're gonna be spending lots of money. Anybody who goes through it, I'm gonna be following up, and reporting back to you. If you're not happy, you call me, this, why you're not happy, maybe it can be something I can resolve, it's good for my growth. But here's the thing, Mr. Seller, I'll spend money to you at your front door. If you don't wanna show it, you don't show it. So why would I even do that? Usually when you say it that way, they're like, yeah, it's just. Because in an all market, you're only gonna get 6 months, because it's gonna sell. The trick is to be able to sell. That's the trick. Right, once again, so everything that we're trying to do to make ourselves stay out, prepare a CMA, they go back and forth. Myself personally, what I do is I usually do it the day before. Okay, straight up everything to get it. And if I do a couple days before, I'll get back out and make sure. But the way that I do it, everything in the subdivision, I don't care what it is, everything in the sub, okay? Everything, everything sold, okay? Then I'll go back to the sub, those 5 units, house supports were like that, okay? Each one of them, I do the MLS sheet, I do the public record, and I put history in each and every one of the properties. So once again, I'll be a property in there that's sold, maybe it's sold on the low side, oh, I must sell on the lower side. Well, the history, geez, it's the opposite. And then Mark understood they lowered it. They were in the parking lot, you know, they weren't in the ballgame. They were in the parking lot, now they're down in the cheap seats. Then they started getting closer to where the field is, where the buyers are, it's really worth. Then they said, we want to offer to negotiate it down. So then you got properties on the market for 2 months. It's a long time, but it's a long time in this market. So you can see days on market are so full. Or whatever the CMA shows. Well, let's get active, have sold there, then I'll go, let's go from north, south, east. A mile. Yeah, single year build, similar square footage, quality of employer, branch to branch. Active studies. Okay? Anything that's for competition, the probably won't be a lot. 3, 4, 5 at most. I'll call it agents, the ones that are active. How many shows? Have you had any knowledge? Penalties, all that. And I make notes right on the sheets. So they know and I still up with this presentation going, look, some agents, there's a program, the top producer, whatever it has been, where I can plug in your address, your square footage, hit a button, go to the cup of coffee, and you put it in the line there. But it's not to show time of market, it's not to show all going through each one, highlight all the updates, upgrades. Okay, but you see, I highlight everything, each one in the history of how long ago they buy it, what do they do it since? Okay, and what if you call the actors, the pennies, then you're going to guess other agents. And here's the pennies that there's no. I said, this is the asking price. Do you want to know this? Do you want this sell prices? No. Did the other agents have it? No. Positive. I'm taking more work for them before I get this. I can say how many listings I got in the last year, 2 years, they said, we're most prepared. You did stuff that other people didn't do. How important is it to the seller? And I thought, how important is it to, you've got 3 problems that are in competition that have you. Is there an effect? I'm surprised if there was 100 showings, 20 offers and it went way above, or maybe they don't have, they have gone on. They didn't have a lot of showings, that's enough practice. So Mr. Seller, I would do all that, even prior, because sometimes I have go for a week or two. I would do that every day up until the being test, and then we'll finalize that. And it's just different stuff, that takes more work. And here's the thing too, how long have other agents think they're gonna tell you what the prices are? They do. Don't be afraid of that. Do not be afraid of it. The only reason they're not supposed to is if they have a property that is 500,000, it's been on the market and not working, and they start bidding 400,000. And you call them and say, should I have a guest market would be 500? And then all of a sudden they call you back and say, what? Do I make an offer? Sure, 400, I can get 500, now I know the sell prices. But when it's going north, shit, they can only hope for somebody to come back and give them that. So they'll give you the information. And if they don't, then you said, then play prices right, see they go north, they go south, you know, what's all the cabinets. I called the agent, I love this agent. And I said, it's Jim DiMora, where's him? I have this coming out. Get one hanging in there. They immediately said, yeah, it sold 535, we got this, this, and this, that's the bottom, right? I said, yeah, thank you, but I never had to go. And now we go to the store and I got this MLS sheet, everything highlighted. I got the public record, I got history on it, and I got notes in it, what it's for, how many offers. Makes it a little bit different, right? It's information that you need, not a lot of people see that getting credit.
That's not far back to go. First time.
Well, usually I go back a year, but then I told them that price until I go past 8 months. But once again, I told them flat out, I'm eating the appraiser. And when I get into the pricing, I say, look, you know, there's 3 people you need to justify. Seller, the buyer, and the ultimate video, the person. That's not the but Mr. Seller, is that if you price the house close to where it'll price on our side, then you're gonna get more traffic you get, the offer you'll get will be higher, cleaner. What I mean is, far as cleaner, the inspection, the race, the occupancy, all the graphs, and the market say it's worth, okay? So if you get an offer that I'm gonna be the bracer, if they keep at 4.7, the bracer needs. Now, that's why you all my properties are trying to, the seller has obviously saying that. But if you do that, the market's gonna tell you what's worth, it's gonna see the light. That should make sense. Once again, you put all market houses, you put it from a issue 500, and they look at it, and what do you think price was? But like it's a lot of, I understand a lot of times they'll say, geez, do you think 500 is right? I start. But if they say 600, that'll look like it. Well, I say, well, you know, I understand. Pretend like you're a buyer, Mr. Seller, and we just look at this house. And say, Jim, I love it. What do I offer? I can back up all these comps because there's no way around these. What would you make it up? Well, my basis, that has to be made it nice. Right. So, forget your buyer, it's not like the appraiser. What would you appraise it? Okay. And I understand too, if you listed at 600, you would have liked it, and there's no other offers, are you coming in full price? Are you going to wait for the inspection? Why? Are you going to wait the appraisal? No, you say you're going to price it. They're not options. So, and once again, lead generate, because you believe people like that. You know, I talked to you last week, he said, now, so my house, one first 2 million, and said, okay, great, let me post the house. And I told him back, and it was maybe 800. And I called back, I said, you know, I'll come out soon, but here's the thing. And he said, yeah, I know. Okay, yeah, we still have to drive out there. Well, so, anyway. So, next. So, Okay, so I remember CMA, I was just. That corner, put it in that corner, you price it. Or it's sorry, and you might want to be stupid. I think I wasn't this problem 4 years. Okay, maybe it's gonna catch up to that. Because you do that, we said that used to done it now, in the local market, and we're gonna spend a lot of money, but it's gonna be, guarantee it. Also appreciating it this, and I figure out, well, in 3.5 years, it'll be worth it. With normal appreciation, right now it's worth this.
When you meet with the appraiser, what is your conversation?
A lot of kissing.
Yeah.
It's not confrontational. It's, you know, I bring comparables, I help them measure if the needles are on lights, I'll stay out of the way.
Are they ever annoyed that you're there?
Once or twice I've had people that I think had agents that said, this is what it needs to be. But once they realize I'm necessary to give them constant help with taking a break, why am I really there? If it doesn't raise and the gap coverage doesn't happen, I can basically go to the seller and say, thanks there. Yeah, I did everything possible. And then I was the buyer's agent said, they raised the gap. I haven't had that problem, both places. I had a appraiser say, look, Jim, there's no way I'm gonna get to that. But yeah, I know that. Just, we got a gap coverage, which it is nice you can. And the thing about coming up with a number that I get the buyer's agent call me up, thank you, get it that high. Yeah, some of them should have raised, but instead of having to bring $100,000, they only need to bring 40,000. And that number they can stop. Okay, or maybe different numbers. But people have different tolerances. I just want to get as close as possible because it's a huge gap in buyers like, whoa, I'm watching with. And once again, I can go to my sellers and now I have a conversation. Say, look, they're going to bring 20 to the table, okay? And it's 30 difference. So we've got a couple bridges across. So number one, I already talked to buyers to see if they'll do it. And he said no. And I said, I didn't even know my seller do this. This middle, where you want 5 at the table. They did it right. They didn't do it. At least now go to the seller and say, look, these are the comps. You're selling 20 above. Selling 20 above, what should be worth. We got a couple options. So you accept it. Go on, put it back in the market. But we had, 40 showings, and this was the highest one by. So my gut feeling is we go back on. By that point, 30,000 inspection. I have to go through real inspection to get to the same appraisal, and that's US money. So once again, as long as we're doing everything possible that we can do, I think it makes our life easier. It's fine. I didn't use it right. I was going to sit there, eat it. No, it's time to go.
It's like, it might be a simple question, it's just you're well experienced. So if we, for example, I know that you can cover that with the highest and best. Publishing is that like make it public, like highest and best that for every with deadline. Is that considered, can we consider like indirect message to the appraiser that this house was a good traffic on it?
Yeah,
But people be,
the appraiser's asking. I mean, that's one of the things that's helped. Just like one, I just met the other day. So we have all dollars, a lot of trouble. But well, too. I mean, if it's sold in a day. I mean, a lot of appraisers, I gotta tell you. I'm not looking at the same appraisers. One I just met, he was getting ready to go to a Tigers game. I think it was opening game last year. I've seen it from that, but we brought that up. So it's a good report, and then help a little bit. I honestly, especially when I bring treatment and stuff. And guess what? I took time out. I did both the comps to go out there and do it. The Southern guy would do that. Just do it possible. I have not had it in the resolution that I have not gotten through. There's somebody take a break, you have the cap. And I think more importantly to the buyers, I don't want them to have to bring more money too. And I've had buyers agents call me with thank you. With that. I mean, it's a challenge. It's a challenge. So
Those appraisers, they have control. I remember when I first started in business. And I wanted to be the appraiser. They got here early, it was in the morning, you would get kids together for school, and they didn't like, she was like, no, just wait outside until, I get the kid, on to school or stuff like that, but I get upset that he did not have that control. And honestly, this year, praise that probably $20,000.
Oh, jeez. Yeah,
Yeah, so.
I just like to always look, when I get the appraiser, if it's at 1 o'clock, I'm gonna need you here at 12:30, because you're gonna get here early, I'm get here early. And I'm gonna have to measure the outside expectations. But it's, I'm not doing this. I went to Northfield Hills and I sold the seller that, and it was 12:30. I sold it, and the appraiser got there 5 minutes early. So she's at the door, I walked it up, and she's like, sorry, trying to get out of here. And then all of a sudden I hear around the corner, the appraiser go, Jim. I'm like, went around the corner, and he came up to me and he shook my hand and he like a bro. And she saw her husband saying that she's trying to get out there. She's like, it's gonna be okay. She was talking to the appraiser. But once again, I was there, I was doing earlier. Should not. So. Anyway, so going back to your CMA did that, go through the value, interesting. I mean, I trusted based on it for that, but I can see it on to the next notch to where if you watch politicians, during the upcoming election, anytime they give a speech, they're wearing a tie that's red, blue, or yellow, usually red. And what that color means is trust. So that's different. So once again, next time I go, I'm ready to do that. The yellow tie too, that I'm over too. Obviously, watch car. I just always, when I taught classes, I say, give it a window. Goes from 1 to 1:15. Okay, so if there's traffic, you don't have to worry about it. That's what I get there at 1 o'clock exactly. And I in my head, it's from 1:15 to 1 o'clock. Okay. I always get there early, if I'm 15 minutes early, good, I'll sit in the car, make phone calls, or do whatever, even listen to music, whatever. Okay, but at least like going in there, get me at 1 o'clock, knock on the door. This is Jim DiMora, it's really example, 1 o'clock, 20 minutes to come. What I just told, but you want to say, I'm here right on. What I found before when I was going 1 to 1:15, I would treat it like 1:15. And it's nothing worse than trunk and pointing at traffic. You're just, I mean, it just starts off on the wrong foot. It really does. The other thing is, some of these things I've got bold. They're organic, their personality, their body language, their tone, the way they talk. Okay. And that's something I always forget. So when I hear here, hold on the rear mirror, it says, here and back. So the last thing I look at, because you have to be for the pepper. Is a very mix when I get there and they're standing there like this. Like this. If they're talking about this, I'm talking about this. It's just something that just builds rapport. I don't know if it's like what. Yeah. At least psychological. Yeah. So I'm sitting across from you at the.
But like, I went on like 2 different appointments last week and everybody was empty in the house, so. I know. It's like, hey, what do I do with my hands? You ever see the?
There's a book, it's called When Everybody's Saying, it's FBI interrogated. And when I do my presentations, I like to get them. Because if you're being interrogated, this, okay, and that's not comfortable, right? It's spread their fingers and the brain posture. Okay, but when you're in the science, it's easier for me to show them stuff. So, once again, it's a lot of little things I try to do, and how do I do that? How does that work out? It's have to learn something new. I feel well. That's
What I'm saying, where are you at this age?
I'm on the side. I try not to be
That gives both messages.
yeah. There's a lot of there's a lot of mental things, there really is, I mean, and sometimes too, about this presentation, I learned this at the family review, this is like 4 years ago. Because sometimes you be walking the property somebody, you get there, and the person is, can't get that. Very to that, very. Think about it. You know, the real estate profession, you know everything about it. They're inviting us to their home. Maybe that's the right person saying. I'm not prepared. Once again, you're prepared. Now I can speak casual and confident. Okay, but for this presentation that they did, is especially at this point, and with this apply, and if they're going to price apply, it's going to sell quick. So this person that could make eye contact with me, sat down at the table and I just said, before we start signing papers, is there anything we can talk about besides price? So like the second price. Definitely sign papers. And not have them. Don't like to do it, the little condo comes to place. I grew this in a class and I just. And like all the signs were there that, but here's the thing. Before says the papers, so it's like, press over, we're gonna get something else. Okay, don't you know?
So sometimes your marketing, you have to go over all of it, but like, what are some key things that go over and start?
I go over everything. Everything. And then let me get into the little bit more here, and then I'll go.
Definitely speak on what you just said, did the eye contact. And only because, that's autistic son. And they don't do eye contacts, they would never stay back, they become adults, they're pain situations, so it should have even been something like that, if they just, they don't look at it.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know, if there was a situation
No,
like that, to
she was
understand that.
very, she's very like uncomfortable. I can tell that she was uncomfortable.
Okay.
Uncomfortable and we,
Well, that's how they feel.
we laughed, we, you know, had a good power walk with her. And after that, let's try. Seriously, it's working. Something you learn from. It's just, you learn different dialogue. It's almost like one of my first listening appointments, I learned that if you're not going to get some other people, and you say, look, everybody got an appointment, they're not there, you're not doing learning, you're not doing this. I tell you what, we listen, well, you're not an appointment for the decision, they're coming in tomorrow. What I said about you should want to do is, keep your mouth and go through the phone, says, look, you have the opportunity, they love, before the hell out of them. They have the opportunity now to apply, get letters in ships, they listed with us. I said, yes. I was so excited. The problem is, was I get out of the appointment, I told the other agent, I was so excited, he wasn't so excited. That chance. So there's nothing, you gotta figure out what dialogue works for you, because that's how your personality, that will work out. Okay. First person of this, okay, so on my appointments, so let's get showing value, it's probably the most important thing we're going to go over. All right. On my appointments, I tell them everything that I'm going to be doing, everything. Okay, as far as you look, it's going to go my route. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk the property now again, and I'm going to tell you what you can do to get it ready. Okay, then the next thing will happen is you tell me what you're ready to do that, and I'll read you the time for. I'm going to get it done. I am personally going to get it done. Okay, with you here. Okay, and I'm going to get here half hour early, and I'm going to walk the property and turn on lights, open blinds, do everything. Okay, he comes in, if somebody's this, we'll do that. Okay. Begin to walk it. Okay, I'm going to pull up comps from now until we list it. And I'm going to talk to everyone right before. See that number, the pending list, how many offers did they have? That's going to help us determine the price for your property. Okay, and know your competitions. Okay. I'm going to come out right before the show starts. Saturday at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. I'm going to get here. I'm going to turn on lights. I'm going to walk the property. Just so you're right. I'm going to put the shoe signs. I'm going to put everything out. And I get that all ready to go. As these just go through, I'm going to be calling and getting feedback and sure this and that, okay? Already, and when offers come in, Mr. Seller. Nowadays, and I've been doing this a lot of times, so, right now, psychologists taking over class. But what I really feel it's kind of a hands-on, I like to, when an offer comes in, a lot of agents just send over and not just, saying. I look at purchase students every day. Okay, so I understand, I'm not gonna put all that information, you don't understand the occupancy, what appliances. I want to come and see, especially in a multi-hour situation. I go through each one of them, I highlight. Sometimes I bring a packet, a bunch of multi-hours, and you'll see, I highlight how much you're putting down, occupancy, what appliances. I have little stickers on each one. On each one of them, so they know what's going on. Okay? I want to sit across from this facility because I want to be able to look at you, make sure that you understand every process. I want to show the most people, what do you people at this? You know, I didn't know that the counters included, or that refrigerator that we want to split it was. Okay? What about just I showed them the algorithm. Okay, now sometimes you get people that are savvy that, hey, look, that's what I'd like to do. If you want to move out, we'll go over it and then you can next. But that's me. Okay, but I'm showing them now, and I don't think agents are breaking that out and say, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to need the immersion. Even if the appraisal is compressed, if there's a huge gap, we're not going to get full fee. I'm going to need that to make sure it's as high as possible. Okay. I made this study here. You know, if you go through what you're going to do line by line, everything show the value. I've had people have, you know, same exact way. You do all that for 6 months. I've had that on speed. I have to go through it. I spend that 2 hours, 3 hours. You go into 6%. What do I overcome? Commission. The commission. I was just about pricing my right this one. We got 3%. So, now put in here soft closes. The best soft close, the best soft closes after you go through it. They say, what's the next steps? Okay. And then this is another soft close. I just went over a lot. Do you have any questions? Are you happy? And once again, you have the client, you have when you want to be started. And once again, you're done that, we're done this. Second, in the quarter. You want to open houses? We'll do open houses. Decide what it out. No, why not? Just figure it out. Price, just figure it out. Yeah, and address that. I have, if we want to get through another presentation, talk about that here. And then once again, I always follow up. If I don't sign it, then you know, I can actually like to do it. I'm not going to be, what's going to take me, what's going to say, nothing these carsons. I think people like to ask it out. We get the answer. And sometimes they're going to say, we're interviewing everybody you want. But we're going to answer this. You need to sense the attitude. So all you get is this process. We're the ones that are going to feel bad because they're the decision makers. Very well, nice day. Yeah, do you have any questions? You made a decision. You have purpose. Off you go. Okay. Sometimes too, when you put them in to that corner, you hear, well, before we get up on the market, we want to mulch, we want to paint a room, we want to declutter this. Okay, great. What's the timeline? 2 weeks? Perfect. Because 2 weeks is the perfect amount of time for me to get my market, we're coordinating, interior photos first, mulch, do all the drones, so it's accurate, like exactly what it looks like, getting it up. It takes 2 weeks. So what I usually do is post it in 2 weeks. Okay. And then this way I can tell you the property come up sale, anything's going to affect you. Okay. How long is it going to take me to get all that paint, all that? A month. Perfect. It takes my market 1 month to get totally geared up. How long is it going to take you? 2 months. Perfect. It takes me 2 months to get totally geared up. So I'm rolling this, whatever the put them in the corner. Right, that's the perfect time.
So you're having them signs with inactive people stating them?
Here's the thing,
We're allowed to do that. I don't post it, but you're active, right?
yeah, exactly, so first they said, you're saying, yeah, and then the tape was. And here's the thing. I've been here a long time, and I'll get there and go with me, that's the thing, now, guess what? The smartest thing in the store, they get 4 real estate agents. Or their sister just got real estate agents. Or, you know, I don't feel right, yeah, sure, I don't feel right until it's. I started going to go by, this was last year, and, well, I was in. It was a year, he's building construction. I go out, I follow up, I hate that, follow up. And I finally said, look, it was 2 months. Okay, this was, I forget what holiday it was. We'll signed everything. And I talked to the following week, he goes, I went to a party, 2 of my friends were real estate agents. I read it. I would like it. It didn't do it, no way around either any time.
Do you know, for the last year, I think, market and people being afraid of not being to buy your own home. I have 2 listings where we had one. Well, I have 2 listings that have been buys now, right? And both the listings, I had photos, had listing ready to go the day before we were ready to go coming soon. They can't, I mean, separate situations. So do you have any ideas on how to get those people back to the, secrets of the back to the light?
First one is called next. What's here about board beach? The only other thing you can do is where do they want to be? Where are they going to?
Oh.
Because they need to buy them first, right?
Right.
Yes, but where do they need to be?
But,
Or do you have a criteria where?
oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, they even was taking them on showing. Their houses that they either put off or set out, they stuck.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, it's where they need to go, they're missing out. I do, is I put the criteria in the computer, and I don't put active, I put sold. Where those houses are, that they're looking for. And start lead generating those areas. Get them in before. I did that, the client wanted, it was looking in Washington. I should send out a letter, and I told him, because my son's graduating, and we got this, but I got to secure, I got to go to, there's much going on, I just said, great, man. Done. I put 6, 5, yeah, both sides. And we have to, buyers, was everybody's, it's really. So, I mean, and I don't mean to be, yes, once again, you got a lot going on, stuff like that. That's what when you're doing this, you become very. A the answer, it is for laser focus. You got, why don't you guys, and I was guilty of this, here, why don't you guys actually going? You know, the inspection, you get inspection this man. Dang, so we don't have this. You have inspection, you got this, you keep putting on. Now, it's like so much going on, I can't address this. And it's either a law or state of government. There's decisions everyone needs to make, and at the end of it, it just goes along quicker line. So to answer your original questions, and here's the thing too, you lead generate, buy something, they don't buy it. I guess I only a lot of studies out the last couple of weeks. I've been putting in all my tires, they're very flexible.
That's where people put your notice, stops.
It's very basic. So one in Knox Park, I just sold one in there and they have wires, I just put it there. Recently, there's construction very lot interesting, those set of wires that are very qualified and they're, I can say, but it's very qualified, they're very flexible on accuracy. Yeah, so all the everything was perfect. So you got something, you see, I'm putting up in spring, and then when I have a bunch of people go through the house. You know, it works, it's just, the opposite, would just keep throwing stuff in this, figure out what works. So be generating, figure out what you like to do it, and once you start doing that, you like it, just how do I do it better? You know, and how do I do this, how do I do that, at the end of it, I thought, because I'm huge super, screw with this lady, she said, nice to building. She asked me, let's see any success, because I own one business for 40 years. But it's the same thing every day, the compounding effect of that, just get better. The compounding effect. You know, it's like my business, in 24 years. First time I wanted to learn it today is how I read people, how I understand, a lot of people, well, I can tell. Just by asking questions. And eating them, going where you're not, and asking, where are you gonna go yourself? Well, we want to house, we're closing out in 2 months. This is one, I mean, I'm taking in each and every one of them, but there's one, that one, someone signed papers. Someone signed papers, that would be a $7.
One question. You know, a point in trying to price one. Now, this is what I do sometimes, if the numbers work out. You know how, buyers not come in and start at, let's take a number, I want a property starting at, not gonna 30,000. That number's probably 325, or, 275, 300,
Sure.
those type of numbers. Sure. So if you have this listing and you're so close, it really maybe it should be 330, but then you market at that 325, because you have to either get the tail end of someone's budget or the beginning. So in the tail end, that person does not see that amount, or if you deny 9, all of, that's those type of numbers, you understand what I'm saying? So that helps you the 99.
Yeah, are you listening at 700 or 800?
Yeah, because you just as well, to me, I think that you should do 300 instead of 295 or 299, because if someone is looking at starting out at 300, then they'll see your 99, that 9 to me.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. So we start at,
Yeah.
they'll start at 9.
In the old days, when it looks, it's like, that's something used to close to that mental number.
Right.
It's all about search engines.
Yeah.
And that guy's like, in the end, I don't think it really matters. You know, I've had clients, all about numbers, favorite numbers, that are true, here, go there, and there's not one specific with your criteria. There's 8 of them pending, and they're all multi-offers. It doesn't matter. Five this way, five that. Well, that's so bad as hard. Their house should have been worth 410. 410.
It's not those going for them.
I set a record.
You're talking about 13 and 5.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. And unfinished dealing was unfinished, but not really, but it wasn't, it wasn't bought out. That's so there's 438 finished block out on the pot. I sold them, and children just sold, I mean, Mark Warren, just sold one in there. He saw how much traffic they had. And then there's another one that sold, and she told me traffic. And I told them, I think those 415. As a listers. And they're like, and supervisor behind the right report to him, and he's looking at me, he's like, oh, Lord. I think, I explained to him why. And, long story short, sold for 440. Cash, so no appraisal. And then, 2 months free occupancy, and appraisal was great. So they're hoping to get. More than 10. Well, once again, it didn't really, we get this all day long, so
Yeah.
it's like, this, supply and demand. You know, they would, I think they would have went more north, we might have had some people found out, because they thought we would have bidding wars. Because there's, $8-ish. You know, 430, 435, which one? 415. And this price is 415, and then, once again, part of the investment, the other than having was to walk out that church parking lot. So, well, it's not, yeah, but it's still the church parking lot. I'm not sure. Plus, one of the big thing is that, but yeah, so that's, I mean, I think it's just what to do as far as once you get it close, like, you know, there are some people that are looking up to 300. You know, when you search engines, I guess it's.
I
I would go 300 too. It's all about search engines. But that's it. Any questions at all? Or?
Just curious, is there any way to be able to get access to your listing presentation?
You know, we could see that, or actually, I mean, constant target.
also think have your own signage.
Oh,
I also have to be honest.
I mean, we could, before I do a listing, like you guys themselves.
That'd be awesome.
Because there's one thing to see it, but then there's a reason why.
Dude,
It's pretty much. The reason I do it like 12 points is that when I'm talking about something that I said, very magnets, shows an example or whatever, and then I know exactly where to back.
Yeah.
So that's.
Take that on.
So, yeah, no, I'm very happy to do that. I mean, I tend to explain that I do my statement. I think everyone's. Like I said, you know, there's booklets. But I think it, I mean, honestly, when I'm doing it, even the day out, I pull up the schools, ones that are right now, or probably one that's really high. And you look through the pictures, and then you finish walking on these bathrooms, you know, you go through, so now you're like showing us now, they're thinking like, Jesus, I don't know where to go, I'm 500. It makes life easy to now kind of read the first one, but those photos, will they put it back? Will they put it back and buy that? I don't know, but back photos. Yeah. You don't have to. Like, just give them enough information. You know, sometimes, you know, I thought this, it's just, I thought, habits, or I thought, and they'll look at it like they've never seen it before, I'm like, nuts. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry. What the hell is just talking about?
yeah. You know what's funny about it?
It's one way to work.
That's what the price right? They know if they're going out back to the libraries and things like that, and it's what you're saying, you know, it's not really gonna happen.
That's why I said, you know, if they can tell you that over the phone, and now if they say 575, this is what's telling you 575. More square footage, more amenities, better lots. You know, it's just, and you're not the one saying it's Howard. You're, look, help me, why? And then, you know, sometimes you get somebody who's trying to put the house up to see if someone will give them a, you know, a godfather or not that they can't refuse. They're not planning on moving. You know, it's interesting, but I tell you, it's all about lead gen.
It was nice too with your presentation, when you do your presentation and we print it out and stuff like that. It's just so simple just to go to, go somewhere and they put it in that little spiral, that binder. It's really like $3 for that.
But you can see that I've got my notes in there. I literally do. So I'm going through, I'm highlighting and they'll say updated kitchen, and then I'll make notes, just granite, and then I'll show the pictures. See, this is so they know that I really, I mean, seriously. I mean, some of these people that I go up against, if you get an $800,000 list, $500,000 listing, 500,000, that's $15,000. God forbid you get both sides of it. I remember prior to real estate to make $15,000. I'm embarrassed to say
Half the year.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I just haven't forgotten. I'm always afraid that's gonna shut up. So I tell you, I've gone up against big agents. I've gone up against big agents, past clients. And they just show up casually and just throw out a number, and think they're signing up, and I show up with a marketing plan. Funny thing, marketing plan, a CMA can choke a horse, and we come up with the same number, but they go with me because I put a bunch of effort on. Yeah,
You know, sometimes it's not, they just, you know, they just.
like you guys, anybody scared, anybody that's selling less than me, I'm scared, 'cause that's coming up. They're coming up. They're coming up. Those are the ones that they're hungry and off they go. Yeah. Yeah. No, I know, it's tough, it's right, but just, I mean, the other, my mindset is, if I was working for somebody, they want me here early, late, and, yeah, I always look at it like, when you, right before you go on vacation, I'm extremely guilty of this. Right before you go on vacation, the day before, you've got the day plan. You're up early, you've got bullet points, what you need to do, blah, 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 blah. You're the most productive you've ever been. You could do that every day. I mean, I'm guilty of it. I'm 100% guilty. So, yeah.
Oh, no, it's really good.
Yeah.
We can get more productive.
Yep, yep, no problem.
I think it's fine.
Oh, I've got this. Okay.
Think about it, look.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Sure, sure.
You, that's a good detail.
Bring the farming. Bring the things out once a month. Is that? I was gonna be people starting.
Yeah. You want to? Yeah. I'm gonna have it. If you send me, send you, a picture of it, it's just, this is just sold postcard.
Yeah.
When I first started, I would go in the office and, like, you grab any of my listings and say, we just sold.
Right.
Thanks, sure, not from, yeah, not from.
Just something simple as that.
Yeah, just as simple as, yeah, I mean, I just did, like, when I was, to get the cost down, like, when I first started, I started off with, I get a campaign going.
Yeah.
I had like 3 generic postcards. One was, if you're thinking about selling your house, the first 3 things you should do is call Jim DiMora, call Jim DiMora, call Jim DiMora. Okay, the reason I did that was, say you're sending out 1,000 of them. I'd order 6,000 of those to get the cost down, and then you've got something you can send out. And then I also put in there too, there's another generic one saying, it doesn't cost you any more to work with the top agent, but it could cost you thousands.
Yeah.
Something like that, just something generic.
Would you try to stay away from like the basic of what the whole market, like this is the value?
A free market justice? Yeah, I mean, you can put in there, call today for a free valuation. I'm buying, honestly, right now, I've got a QR reader that they click on, it goes right to my website for them to fill it out.
All right.
So, yeah, most people, they want the value of their house. So, yeah, no, I would definitely.
I know I've seen that one. I got it at my house before, but this is like, would you like different or just, no, I was send it out?
I get it, I get it. Most people are, you might want to say, if you're doing a certain farm, a certain area, maybe you say you're a specialist or resident. Where I live, I put that up, I go to resident specialist. I know I was, okay. So, yeah, small, I live in a small cell, I got 2 of them last year, but the price point's $90 billion. And the other one was $8 billion.
Well, that's like, where I approach kind of. part of it.
Yeah, you know better than anybody else.
That's true.
Yeah, you could be the specialist. It's funny because like when I first started. When I first started. Yeah.
Jeremy.
What is that?